village nestled between rolling hills, there was a thriving vegetable garden lovingly tended by an elderly farmer named Mr. Green. The garden was a vibrant tapestry of colors, with rows of tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots, and leafy greens. The vegetables, each with their own personalities, lived harmoniously, basking in the warmth of the sun and soaking up the rich nutrients of the soil. One fateful summer, dark clouds loomed on the horizon, and the sky opened up with an unrelenting downpour. The river that flowed peacefully by the garden swelled into a raging torrent, spilling over its banks and flooding the land. The garden, once a sanctuary of life, was submerged under a murky, swirling sea. The vegetables were in disarray. The tomatoes clung desperately to their stakes, their roots loosened by the floodwaters. The cucumbers, usually so jovial, floated aimlessly. The carrots, buried deep in the soil, could feel the earth shifting around them. The leafy greens, fragile and delicate, were battered by the relentless current. Amidst the chaos, Mr. Green stood by the edge of the garden, his heart heavy with sorrow. He had poured his soul into this garden, and now it seemed that all was lost. But as he surveyed the scene, a glimmer of hope flickered in his eyes. He remembered the resilience of nature, the way life finds a way even in the most adverse conditions. With renewed determination, Mr. Green set to work. He carefully re-staked the tomatoes, ensuring their roots were secure. He gathered the cucumbers and gently placed them back on their vines. He dug channels to drain the excess water and piled fresh soil around the base of the plants. Day after day, he toiled under the sun and in the rain, nurturing his garden back to health. The vegetables, inspired by Mr. Green's unwavering spirit, began to rally. The tomatoes, though shaken, drew strength from their roots and stood tall once more. The cucumbers, buoyed by their caretaker's efforts, resumed their cheerful banter. The carrots, sensing the stability of the soil, anchored themselves firmly. The leafy greens, though battered, stretched their leaves towards the sun, soaking up its life-giving rays. Weeks passed, and the garden slowly returned to its former glory. The vegetables, once on the brink of despair, flourished under Mr. Green's tender care. The tomatoes ripened to a deep, luscious red. The cucumbers grew plump and crisp. The carrots, hidden beneath the soil, swelled with vitality. The leafy greens, resilient and vibrant, danced in the breeze. The flood had tested the garden's spirit, but it had also revealed its strength. The vegetables had learned that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, hope and perseverance could lead to survival and growth. And as Mr. Green looked out over his flourishing garden, he knew that the bonds he had forged with his plants were unbreakable. In the end, the garden was not just a testament to the resilience of nature, but also to the unyielding spirit of those who tend it. Through their collective effort, they had turned a tale of disaster into one of triumph, proving that even the darkest storms could not extinguish the light of hope.